Okay, welcome back everybody. This is a video also more for internal use. Let's see what 703, 700, so it's close. So this is a manual of arms discussion of the Norinco M77B pistol. This pistol is essentially a export clone of the People's Liberation Army service pistol, which is the Type 77. This is an export version, and the one that's made for the Chinese military is considerably smaller than this. So it's in a 7.62 by I think 17 chambering, and this is in obviously 9 by 19. So this is modern 9mm parabellum for those of you that have a hard time following me. So the 9mm that you shoot in your Glocks. A lot of people don't really want to admit that, you know, in the grand scale of handgun calibers, 9mm parabellum is actually a fairly hot cartridge. I mean, relatively speaking, there are a lot of things that are out there. So the, as I said, the People's Liberation Army version of this gun is considerably smaller. I've never seen one, but I have looked at them on the internet, and relative to the size of this gun in my hand, I would say they could be the size of, like, say, a Walther PP. So this gun is sized up for 9mm, and it's a fairly, I mean, it's a full, this is what we would call in the West a full-size service pistol. It's, I would categorize it as top-heavy. It is, well, I mean, hold on here. So here is a, don't mind the dirt on the gun. This is a full-size 5-inch 1911, and then this is the, this is, you know, the size of the Norinco gun. So, you know, the grip is not quite as long, but it is a top-heavy, you know, kind of gun. So this is a piston-driven delayed blowback gun, and I'm going to go ahead and show a few things here. So it does not have a magazine disconnect. So, or no, wait a minute, it does. It does have it. It does have a magazine disconnect. So, all right, yeah, it's been a long day. So it has a magazine disconnect, and so also to operate the gun, obviously, you know, pull the trigger, and this is one of the things that you'll notice with this gun if you're loading it with snap caps is if you dry fire it after dropping the, if you drop the slide with full force, that you may have a hard time getting it to unlock. It's because of the delayed, you know, blowback in it. You're going to have to basically do this to get it to open, you know. So just be aware of that. Doesn't appear to be anything wrong with the gun. It's just kind of how it works. So the other thing that this gun has, which is something that people think is really cool, and it's obviously one of the main reasons why we purchased this gun for our reference collection, is it has a unique system on the front of the trigger guard. Is you can rack the slide. There we go. I'm pulling it back and chamber around. Now, full disclosure, I have what I would call, I'm 6'1", 240. I have large-ish hands. And what I mean by that is I wear extra large size gloves. I have long fingers. And so even myself with long fingers, I mean, I'm really trying, well, actually right now, really trying to work that, you know, with my fingers. Now, if there's no way that I would say the average, you know, East Asian or Chinese person could operate the front of that mechanism. Now, if it was a smaller gun, like say a Walther PP, which is why I brought that up, in a smaller caliber, which is going to have a lighter spring, that could be viable. So, but these guns in the United States, the only way that I feel like that you could even realistically use that system is just to put a round, you know, a loaded mag if it's locked back, and you know, doing it that way. But the reality is, from a practical standpoint, there is no benefit other than this is still faster, that's still superior. So this is kind of a gimmick, probably on smaller guns, could be viable, like one-handed, you know, manipulation, one-handed, you know, malfunction clearance drills, possibly, you know, qualifying one-handed. But on these full-size guns in 9mm, it's basically useless in this gun. So that is pretty much where we are at on. See if I can think of anything else with this gun. Oh, I guess a couple things we should mention. I can't remember if I had done this. I don't think people generally point this out on these guns when they talk about them. At least the example that we have, it came with one magazine. They're very hard to get. We have 6 magazines total. These are brand new. This is one of the I'll put these in frames. So, but the magazines appear to be numbered. So if you run across one of these and you're looking to pick it up, our gun ends in serial number 700. It's a prefix 02, so I mean, I doubt they brought in, you know, 100, 200,000 of these in the United States. So we'll just say it's 700. This magazine that came with it is labeled 0700 and has a number 2 on it. So that would lead me to believe that there could be a number 1. But I don't know, maybe the importer broke them up and sold them separately, like some of the original Glock mags. You saw some of that, which is kind of dirty. So if any of you out there have a 0700 number 1, I certainly would be interested in talking to you. Now, the closest number that we have for the extra magazines that we got with this is 0703. So this is within 3 digits, and this is a number 1. And then we also have 0471 number 1, 0454 number 1, 582 number 1. Then we have a 0606 number 2. So there is proof that the number 2s do exist, as opposed to them all being that mark being something else. So they are serialized and sequentially marked. I don't know if they were brought in the United States again with 1 or 2 mags, but they certainly look like they were made with probably at least 2 magazines. So that's basically it on this gun. If you have any more questions or want to see any pictures or videos or links of this, please go to the website at john1911.com. That's JOHN1911.com. Remember, it's all about shooting guns and having fun, everybody. Have a good day.